So we are exploring Omni Forest. So one thing I want to do is trying to relive some of the old starting places of Omni Forest, because once you built a character in Omni Entertainment, so now if we check our map, Omni Forest is a huge area. It covers both Omni Forest and Greater Omni Forest. Now I can't zoom in anymore because that's all I get at the moment. But it's kind of a low level zone for a lot of people. So you start coming out of Omni Entertainment, maybe level 5 to level 10, and you explore this area first and then on to Greater Omni Forest. So let's go and see what we can find. Now people would either go right or left. We're going to go right. Trip down memory lane. So from my knowledge there used to be lots of critters and things out here that you can kill. Oh my gosh, who's this guy? Oh, there we go. Oh, he's like level 5. Level 2. What are you looking at? Right in the spine. Now I do believe this is either morning or I think it's the morning time. There you go. So you would travel down here along the side of Omni Forest, and this is where you would meet people to go exploring with groups with. Look at this guy. Ha! Beautiful. What's he got? Monster parts? Oh! Elites. Still a very pretty place as you exit out of Omni Forest. Oh, look at that! He just buffed himself and just aggroed those two these large walls, I guess, to protect Omni Forest from invasion, with the guard towers on top. Now, I don't think at this level you can actually jump over that wall, because in the old days you should be able to. You could jump ridiculously high. And if you jumped high in the shops, you would get stuck in the ceiling. So usually by the time you got to the end of Omni Forest, this stretch, you'd hopefully be around level 9, level 10 perhaps. And you'll leave through these gates. Look at this. What the hell's going on? Just something tells me that spawned in as we were running in, and the guard just dropped it. These are a few little missions. Usually places where a mission would a location for a mission. Little guard outpost, very cool. I like it. Look at this massive ship just hovering in the background. I don't know how far that is away, but it looks like it's in the atmosphere. And straight out these gates. Now, you notice there's a little outpost at the top over here. We're going to go explore over there. But say goodbye to Omni Entertainment, which is the glorious entrance to Omni Entertainment. So players would traditionally go down that way, but most people would just pick a direction and just run off, which is what we're doing now. So before we go to Greater Omni Forest, we're going to go exploring up here, because it's been a while since I've been around this area. So we're just going to roam in this region. Now there is a quest up here you can do at a low level. But what's that? Just is it over there or over here? Let's explore. I love old places like this. The gun turrets up there. I wonder if they actually work. They're just decoration. No, they're just decoration. The Corporal Guard will definitely have something to say if you started trouble around here. Do love this cool armour. Because like everyone, you should be able to get Omni, the white Omni armour quite quickly, but it was only to like level 50 to 90 would some of the players actually get a hold of elite armour and looked incredibly cool, especially with tank armour. It's a nice little outpost. It's got a reclaims booth, which obviously not used anymore. Look at this guy. An Omnipole shock trooper. I was a massive fan of battle suits back in the day. I had so many. I think I've still got them. I had banks full of battle suits. I thought they looked cool. And what were the limitations? I don't think you could jump. You couldn't wear any gadgets, so they were pretty redundant. They just give you great ACs, and you look like a melon. But you couldn't wear any things like rings or anything like that. Armor supply. Let's go south. We're going to go south as far as we can. So leaving Omni Forest. Leaving Omni Entertainment, leaving this barracks. We're going to head south. Just static Teslas floating in the air. Oh no, this. Right, I gotcha. These are cool. Why can't we fly these? Omnitech ships. These things I thought were boats. Hydro vehicle. That is very cool. It's just the smallest things which I like. Let's get the phase. Right, so leaving Omni Entertainment, you'd follow this road. People would just flake off in different directions. I'm determined to find. There's the wildlife. Look at the wildlife sound effects coming. Of course, since when you were, if only you could run about, you didn't have flying vehicles. This place would look incredibly intimidating because of all the height of the trees, and since you're so low to the ground. You'd just be surrounded by trees, darkness, and all these animals are level 5. Northern Drylands. Listen to those sound effects, are great. I can see a few lights down there. Oh, hang on, we're going the wrong way. It means we're going this way. So there's the wall that follows all the way down. Now you could hunt your way down towards this water's edge. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, I can't actually remember what's down here, beg your pardon. Oh, look at that! Deep Dusk, the Light Killer. Oops. How big was that? Just kick its ass. I love that statue right next to it. How cool is that? It's pretty cool. Great armor. We can just take that armor. Let's continue on. Getting further south, enemies are still level 5. This game expected a lot of people to be hunting around here straight out of the backyard. Backyard you leave about level 5. If you did decide to do missions and just run out the gates, there's a lot, because there was so many players playing this game early on. They would just litter the countryside. Groups of 6s meeting up, running to and back and from Omni Entertainment, but all starting to hunt around here and venture their way out. There's another one here. What's that? Ah, Lorita. Now I do believe we're just going to stumble upon empty wasteland of flattened terrain where the cities used to be. Look at this. I mean, you could have reverted it back to the old Anarchy Online, couldn't you? But Ruby Car. Someone's left a butt plug. So right at the bottom. Now there is a little island over here. But that's, I do believe that's just the start of Omni Forest, Greater Omni Forest. Let's head back in. Gosh, there's lots of these things around here. Look at this. This is areas controlled by Storm. I take it that's their towers over there. Let's go this way. Now these are level 10, so the further you go out, obviously they do level up, but only by a little bit. Still making it easier for... Who's that? That's a pretty good view. Northern Drylands, you can see one of the moons and all the cargo ships going up and down. Beautiful. Oh. Oh, did I go the invisible wall? Thanks. Ah, there's a road. Ooh. Which way are you going, fool? Now, there was a place with lots of shacks and things. And I can't remember. It might have been Greater Omni Forest. Swamps. Always remind you of the Dagobah system from Star Wars where Yoda would live. Ooh. What's over here? Is this Steps to Madness? This is one of the temples that you'd go to. I think we're level 60, 80, around then. I think it's after you go to Actually, I don't know. I'll have to look that up. How cool was seeing this for the first time. You can actually go in, but I'm not going to go in now. Maybe just a little look. I hope you like forest. Right. In we go, deeper. Deeper into the forest. Sunken swamps. Because one day this game won't exist anymore, and nobody will be a cartographer and go and visit all these lovely little places. Ooh, what's over here? Right, I do remember this place. This was an old hunting area. I seem to remember even being around here. Level 16. Oops. That's a nice little sunset, or a sunrise. And let's find some things to hopefully kill. Oh, look at this. Is that a crashed spacecraft? Looks like a mission, an entrance to a mission. There's quite a few of those around here. Omni barracks region again, but from the side of the greater Omni forest side. Hopefully we don't get killed going through here. Swamp east of Drylands. Dude, still like the sound effects to this game. There's a video on YouTube of someone who's just sitting in Omni Forest. Mini Bronto at grazing grounds. So there's somebody who's created videos 40 minutes long of someone sitting in the middle of Omni Forest, and it's just purely to help people sleep. You know those videos that just play sound effects? And that is a great idea. If you're weird like me, I like that kind of stuff. Well, bear in mind, when this game was released, this whole area will be full of groups of people. Oh, there you go, look. Find things our age level. So this area will be full of people teaming, doing missions. You just see groups of people running backwards and forwards. So you just join another team. Your team disbands, you just spend a few minutes, and you'll find another team doing something else. Many consist of people with terrible weapons. Terrible weapons which they've looted. And you'd share loot with each other. You'd be like, I found this item, can anyone use this? And it'd be like a terrible pistol. But somebody like, yeah, I could use that. But because no one knew what was like further down the tracks. Like, no one knew what they'd encounter. You'd be the first person to discover something. No one knew what loot was going to be dropped, because no one had like pre-knowledge of what everything, what the whole database was like. And you had no rolling mechanism, so for the first person to loot something, it was just like, yep, well, pay me for it. A hand implant. That could be handy. Keep that. Right. Eastern mutant control area. Nady boy testers. Why can't you? That's strange. Right, let's see what's in here. Now, usually with these places, you can't get in by flying over. You gotta. There's another mutant domain. Perfect. It's the kind of thing I'm after. Eastern mutant controlled area. South, and we'll look at this little watery area down here. Central hilly region. There's always something good on top of a waterfall. 2 little Brontos. Right, let's have a little look down this ridge down here. Look at that, it's beautiful. Insanity. It's at the back of the swampland, archipelago. Now I do think this area is one of the largest areas on the map for exploring in detail. There's so much that you can't see that's hidden by all the foliage. But we'll head up north of the map. Actually some level 25s. Look at that, at the corner of my eye. Galvano. Now this was an area in which was one of the last points where you can actually buy basic gear before you carried on your adventure. If you were hunting monster parts or plasma, blood plasma, you could sell it here before you'd leave. There was a bank, a saving point, and I think a few mission terminals as well. But this was just outside the gates. And I do recall you could actually jump over that wall to get here. Especially if you died and had to come back again, and everyone was over this side of the wall. There was only so many places you could actually jump over. Looks like Center Parks. See the basic amenities, a weapon shop, implants, and a trusty place to save. But I thought this was quite a pretty place to stumble upon.